We'll start all over. Welcome to the Wonderland Effect. Today, I do have a special guest, but before we get into that, I do want to give a special shout out to today's sponsor, 317. If you don't know, I will link the information below. But thank you for bringing me to New York.
Yeah.
So I want you to go ahead and tell the people who you are, and we'll get into it.
Okay. My name is Jamal Smart. I am a filmmaker native to Long Island, and I created a film about postpartum depression and anxiety, postpartum depression and anxiety. But yeah, that's the reason why I'm here, and that's the reason why you're here.
I love
and I
that.
appreciate you.
I love that
coming
you
all
have
the
brought
way
me out.
from LA, fighting through the fires to make it on the plane and coming here.
You know, I'm not from LA.
Where?
We're in the northern part.
Northern?
Yeah. So we didn't see it, but I do have a lot of family members that are in LA. So thank you very much. I do
No
appreciate
problem.
that.
Mhm.
A lot of them are safe and away from the
That's good.
wildfires. But I think a lot of people are migrating more towards the north right now just to escape.
So what part of the north?
We're San Francisco, Oakland,
Okay,
like
okay.
that kind of area. So
Okay.
that's primarily where I'm based. So the Bay Area kind
Okay,
of.
the Bay. Okay.
Which,
alright.
I mean, even though we don't have wildfires, it's still a fire over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it was kind of interesting when we connected because one, I needed something new to do, like to expand my business, but also because I had just filmed with one of my friends or two of my friends, and they are mothers.
Oh.
So what transpired to even get you on the topic of postpartum?
So I had my child when I was 16, and I had it before a lot of my friends and family. So they always like came to me asking questions and stuff like that, and telling me they wasn't feeling right, and I always would listen to their stories about what they're going through. And recently my sister, she had a child and she went through postpartum really bad, and I just don't see it in the media because especially where I'm from, um, mental health is something you look at as you're being weak, and I don't like that stigma. So I took my talent of being a photographer, videographer to showcase that in a medium that we all can consume.
Yeah.
So that's one of the reasons I did it. Second reason why I did it, I've been a videographer. Like I said, I've been a videographer for about 10 years now, and I never got to work on a project of my own, like a passion project, from creating it from the script, hiring the actors, and shooting it. So I wanted to showcase my talents in that way. And the third reason is, how old are you? If you don't mind me.
31.
So I'm 32. So basically, we the new aunts and uncles. Back then, my aunts and uncles used to take me to like Splish Splash or water parks, amusement parks, and it's kind of expensive for us to do that now. But it was a way to get all the family together. And the only time I see like most of my families and friends is at funerals. So I told myself I wanted to do something creative each year to bring everyone together. And that's the three reasons why I did it.
I think you picked a very good topic.
Thank you.
I do believe that it is under researched and it's very much so put in the background. A lot of people don't realize like almost 15% of suicides happen because women are going through postpartum.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Women don't really get that opportunity, even jobs like with the maternity leave, like there are studies that show that women, when they're separated from the children, it's almost as bad as death.
Yeah.
And
separating
for
anxiety
both.
is really, really bad. But it's like, it doesn't have to be like that. And we, people of color, we suffer the most because in the hospitals, we're not advocated for. We don't see many people like us. So there's some like studies and some people who say like, they don't believe in Black women when they say they're in pain. They think they're like exaggerating. And it's really sad that we have to go through this, and I think we just need to be more educated. And I know this is what this film will bring, because people will see themselves in it and say, okay, I went through this, maybe I should get checked out. Or a husband can see, oh, my wife is going through similar thoughts and stuff like that, I need to be more caring, because as fathers, we don't experience it as much as a woman. And men get postpartum too. Men will suffer with postpartum anxiety and postpartum OCD. So I think it's 1 out of 10 fathers. So it's like it covers like a whole lot of our society. So if I can bring more knowledge, I feel like it will bring up society and we'll be able to stay together
I think it's pretty cool because you are a man that's
Mhm.
bringing it forefront. So
Mhm.
maybe it will prompt more men to
Mhm.
kind of dwell into the fact that they may have postpartum too.
Yeah.
Because Black men in particular, they don't
Yeah.
like to be weak, as you said.
Yeah, I don't like to be weak.
But women don't think about that when they talk about postpartum either.
No, they don't. They definitely don't think about that. And I do have, like, every time I showcase like a scene of the movie,
Mm-hmm.
I do have a lot of men talking to me and say, "How can I show up for my partner?"
Mm-hmm.
And so it is something that they're curious about. And I know this movie is gonna help them. Like, okay, if she's going through this, I should do this, or go to like a prenatal class, or go talk to a doula, go talk to a midwife, and see how you can show up. Yeah.
So how has this impacted your personal life? Because I know women are probably like, you're doing a movie about what?
Yeah, it's a lot of people think I'm a girl through Instagram. Personally, I feel like I just opened up a new door to many people that want to help, and I'm just bringing them all together. So personally, I like it. I like that I'm spreading awareness.
Do you find more people are inquisitive with you now? Like now that
Oh,
they
yes.
know you've been
Yes.
studying and you got the knowledge behind it?
Yes.
Probably makes you like the first friend that they call when they're going through it.
Yes. Mostly on the film. Why they say like, oh, you should make a movie about this. You should make a movie like that. Like my friend Kessie, she suggests I should make a movie about autism, and I was like, maybe, because autism is a very touchy subject, and I just wanna. First, I had to find an actor that can play an autistic person. Then I had to find a story that it can be something positive or be something that you can take away from. But yeah, I became that guy. Like, you should make a movie about this. You should make a movie about that.
Of course, everybody. It's always easy when it's somebody else. It's not them doing the work.
Yeah.
So how long did it take you to write the script?
Took me about 2.5 months.
Okay.
I first started doing a case study with about 30 women who went through postpartum. And after that, I took some of their stories, because a lot of the things that happen in the movie is based on true events from my friends and family. Then I also work in a hospital. So when I finished the script, I brought it to the labor and delivery nurse educator. She's been working for like 30 years in the field. And I gave it to the script and I said, like, can you help me make this more realistical? And, she did that. And I started doing casting.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And how long did it take you to pick your cast?
About a month. Like the first round, it was horrible. First round, it was horrible. There's only one star, and that was Bobby Gideons, and he made it to the second round, and I eventually made him to be the male lead. Then the second round is when I found Kakara, and she just absolutely killed it, and she is the lead. Then the supporting characters is my friends and family.
We love that.
Yeah.
That's incorporating everything.
Yeah. Yes. And like the grandma, her name is Ty. She went through postpartum. The mean friend to the lead actress, the character name is Naomi, but the friend name is Julie. She went through postpartum too. So it's like everyone is connected. And I feel like everyone's going to resonate with this movie, because it's either you're a mother or you came from a mother. So what that mental state is like.
But also, I think a lot of people don't realize the signs when it's happening.
Yeah.
So it is going to shed a lot of light on a lot of people. But I also like the fact that it's incorporating so much of you in there. Like, you have a lot invested in this. This is a lot of investment.
Yeah. I feel like I do have a lot of investment, but it's more of the community. The community, I feel like, invested in it, because I'm using people's, like, I'm using my friend's house to shoot like most of the movie, and I'm asking my cousins to help me on set. So it's like, it's all of us. It's not just me.
Yeah.
It's like I'm leading the charge, but they're all behind me to do this.
So what was a regular day looking like for you? Like, how many hours are we talking about?
For what? To
shoot film? Yeah.
The film? So the way I spread it out is I shot every 2 weeks, just so I can shoot on payday, so I can pay everybody. But it would start like at 7 a.m. Then we'll end around 6. But the way I orchestrated it preparation was very key. Like because I directed the movie, I did the blocking. I knew exactly what I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do too many takes because the actors got it. So it wasn't that taxing, but it was like the first day was a lot. The first day was a lot, but after that, it was just kept getting easier and easier.
Is there anything special that you do so that your cast can bond a little better?
I have them in a group chat.
Okay.
And they're pretty much like what I told them is, I wrote the character, but the reason I didn't choose you to listen to like do exactly what I said. I chose you because I respect your mind and I want you to make this character your own. And I think that gave them the freedom of like, oh, I can be kind of, I can put myself into it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exactly what they did.
I love that because it's like your words literally came to life.
Yeah.
See, I love anything where it's like you manifested something that may have been in your head or like passionate about. I think it's cool watching it come to life.
That was crazy. Like the first time I did the casting call, like complete strangers came to me and just read the words I've been working on verbatim and seeing how they can be a part of this. And it was like, that's like very jarring, but it was like, wow, like my words really do have power.
Mm-hmm.
Like
especially right now. Especially right now. And the topic you picked is very, I think it's going to be a hit because not a lot of people are touching that subject. And like I said, it was really interesting because I had just done an episode with my friends and we did talk about postpartum and I had two different complete stories. We have one that's a multiple mother and then the other one, she's just one.
Yeah, one and done. A lot of women came to me, like when I interview women, they's like, no, never doing it again. Then I had like a friend, like two friends. She'll come to me to like every like event or when I'm recording. She tell me like, you make me scared to have a baby. I don't want to have a baby. Right?
I don't know. I mean, one day I want a kid.
Yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing. I can't say it, so I don't know yet, but I can only imagine how taxing the process is on your body because it's so many hormones that go into cultivating a little person.
So many hormones, so many mental things going on, your physical changes. Yeah. So I think a lot of women is like, is it worth it? But I feel it's worth it.
It's also the society we're in. Like a lot of women are working, they're business owners sometimes. They might be just have a regular 9 to 5. But even that, going to the 9 to 5 to stress out about 9 to 5 and then have to come be mom is like
coming home to a kid screaming mommy for the next 5.5 hours until they tire themselves
for
out.
no reason.
For no reason.
No reason. Like it's just because they're a little person. Like they just want your attention.
Yeah, and that's all they want. They want your attention. They want to be like you, and it's hard, but it can be done. It can definitely be done.
I think it's beautiful.
But it takes sacrifice.
You got to be a very selfless person to be a mom or parent. Yeah. A parent has to be very selfless.
Like I had my kid when I was 16 and the mother, she really stayed with the baby and I still had to go to high school. So she had to leave school and I still had to go to high school. So I was like, your life stops and it's very, it takes sacrifice.
But I also think we were in a different time period when we were back then.
Yeah.
Now it's a little different. I don't know how people are out here having kids and you don't really have the capability to stay at home as much anymore. It's really expensive, just cost wise for two people. But like add a third person, you need a 2-person household.
Yeah. And postpartum is like one of the top reasons why a couple will break up. I know like several couples they broke up because their woman is not the same, their wife is not the same, and they just say like, I can't handle it no more. But I feel like if they was more educated and go with the process and say, okay, maybe we need to spread out these children so she can recover mentally and stuff like that. And yeah.
I love that. So what's next for you? What is next on the list for you?
School.
Yeah.
I'm going to school. I am going for my bachelor's in cybersecurity I'm going for my bachelor's in cybersecurity. Then after that, I have like 3 more movies I want to do. I want to do a movie, basically it's like a what if story about me. the whole premise of the movie is the environment can either harden you or soften you, and it's gonna go through a father that he chooses. The environment hardened him, and a son, an environment softened him. I'm still working out the details. Then I want to do a rap. I want to do like a rap satire movie, something like Borat, where we make fun of rappers.
We love that. I think
And
that'd be hilarious. Oh my God, I'm for it. I'm for it. I'm so for it.
So the whole catch is he's like a backpack rapper. He's a really good rapper, but a label hits him up and he said like, okay, we want to sign you, but you have to live in a storefront for 30 days and gather attention at all costs. And he goes through like the soldier boy tropes. He does everything to gather attention. And like in the middle of the night, sometimes people will be walking by and see him like a cage animal. And I just want to shed light of like these celebrities are here to entertain us, and we really shape and create them.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they do anything for attention, and I want to showcase that on a really big display.
Can I ask you a question?
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously, I can ask you a question. Why do you think we idolize celebrities?
Because they live the life that we want. You know, we only see the good. You see the cars, you see the money, you see them doing it, like waking up and they have monies in their hand and stuff like that. And that's what we want. Because 99% of us, we have to go to that 9 to 5. We can't blow money. So I think that's the reason why idolization comes in. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they're in our lives front and center. Every time we open their phone, we see that.
Yeah. But the more, I'm not going to lie, the more I do my podcast, the less starstruck I get.
Yeah. Because you find out they're regular people. Like they do have a talent, and they're talented in something, because I don't believe any celebrity is talentless. They're talented in something.
Mm-hmm. Whether it's manipulation or
anything. Gathering attention, or just talking, or just being an interesting person to talk to. Yeah. They're talented in something. So I think that's where it comes in.
I love that. Okay. So I do want to wrap it up. I know it hasn't been that long. Yeah. It feels like it's been only 5 minutes.
Yeah, my heart is still beating.
You cannot be this camera shy. Oh, this is insane to me. How is the director camera shy? I am so baffled.
What director do you know?
None. Okay. You're the first one.
What director gets on camera and talk like this and everything?
None that I know of. Well, I mean the big ones that have been around for a while, and they got to back themselves up.
Yeah, you have to, because ain't no one's going to advocate for us. I don't got no manager, so I do have to do these type of things, and I really appreciate you coming all the way from the Bay Area. Let's get it right. The Bay Area. California, to come out here and just interview me and just give me a sound on your platform.
I do appreciate this. Yeah. I love this. This was great. Mm-hmm. You got me out of my comfort zone, which I need to expand. That's the only way I'm going to get out of my growth stunt.
Yeah, that's another reason why I did all of this, because very successful people, they know how to talk in front of a crowd. They know they're not shy to talk. Mm-hmm. I am shy to talk. So for order me to grow, I had to put myself in uncomfortable situations to grow. So, because before I wouldn't have been sweating. I was sweating in my first video, but I think it's too cold in here for me not to sweat. That's why I keep moving around. Yeah.
New York is pretty cold. I'm not going to lie. Yeah. Okay. So thank you for joining.
No problem.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for bringing me out.
Of course.
I will link all his information down below. You guys go ahead and follow. If you're coming out for the premiere, I'll be here. Mm-hmm. So maybe we can link up and possibly film out here next time I come.
Yes.
As always, subscribe, share, like, comment, all that good stuff. Bye.